Well, hello, everybody. Happy Monday or whatever time you're watching this. I hope y'all are having a great day and like the stream. Appreciate you, Tanya. And yeah, in case you're wondering, I did turn on subscriber only mode because I feel like if you can't subscribe, you shouldn't be able to like interact with us. I don't know. Am I wrong for feeling that way? That's just kind of how I feel. But welcome, everybody. So glad you are here. If you happen to be brand new to my channel, my name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing and the tactics used by the reps. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Real Beast Mode, spelled just like my last name, and Beast Mode LV on TikTok if you want to follow me over there. That would be cool. I hope you guys are doing amazing. First live coming from DC. Love that. I know DC has also reacted to this video, and I had a lot that I wanted to say about it. So yeah, it's my channel and my stream. Thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so like the stream. Clearly, those of you that are commenting are subscribed, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you have not subscribed and would like to interact with us, hop on in. We would love that. Okay. Oh, first live too. I love that. Welcome. Bored as heck, so thanks. Yeah, we're going to talk about some things, some heavy things, unfortunately. Also science. What's up, Melissa J? I see you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. I guess this is where I want to start with all of this. I used to be a lab tech. I have a degree. I used to maintain a certification when I was working in the field. It has been a long time, and I realize that technology does change. In this video, Jessie Lee does talk about blood bank, which actually was my favorite part of the lab. And as I was watching the video, I was like, I have some things I want to say about this because it was my favorite part, not only of school, going through MLT school, but also it was my favorite part of the lab. And so I want to share, based on my experience and my degree, some information that I think might be helpful. It's just yet another example of misinformation, and that is the reason that I am reacting to this video in particular. As I say on any video that I am reacting to Jessie Lee, I want her to beat this cancer. I want her to stop spreading misinformation. I want her to stop scaring people into believing their doctors and listening to their medical team. I also think that there's a time and a place for natural treatments, but yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. I think that natural treatments, how do I want to say this? Natural treatments in lieu of science and evidence-based medicine, I don't agree with. But yeah, everybody should be able to do what they want with their body. My issue is the spreading of misinformation and the fear mongering. Let me be very clear. Okay, so that's the focus from today. I do want to give a trigger warning. I know that if you have watched DC's live stream, which you should subscribe to her channel. You should subscribe to Tanya's channel. Anybody else have a channel in here? Let me look. Go in and subscribe. It helps get the message out. And subscribing is free. It's just supporting the content creator, helping get the word out. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Tanya. Sadly, she seems to be getting more bitter as the alternative treatments by themselves, and that's the thing, don't seem to be working. Yeah. It's sad. It's absolutely sad. But I want to clear this up because I used to do this for a living. So, wait, did I miss something? Hold on, I just need to check the chat real quick. Hey, Charlene. Maybe one of the moderators got something. Hold on one second. Okay, we're going to keep it moving. Hey, Linda. The first thing that I want to mention is happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to all of my African American subscribers. I think that it is really, really important that we talk about this, just like we talk about the LGBTQIA community's rights, human rights, basic human rights. I think that it's very important that we talk about Juneteenth and the liberation from slavery that should be celebrated today and every day. So happy Juneteenth, everybody. I appreciate y'all so much. And I did share some really informational information in my Instagram stories. If you are confused on what the difference between Juneteenth and the 4th of July, you can go, and I have shared some creators that have put out some really great content because, you know, education is extremely important. So yeah, we like information here. So yeah, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Okay. I love you all in a very culty way. Let's get started. Hold on, I'm missing something. Let me know if I can say the name. Oh yeah, go ahead, Ray. Yeah, of course. If you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and share it in the chat. I would love that. So from what I understand, JL was like a research assistant or something along those lines. I don't know exactly what her job title was or what her job description was. I was the one that was running the test. I was the person that would draw the blood. And would collect any body fluids needed to be tested. I was the one that was plating the blood cultures and all of that stuff, doing the testing. Yeah, that was what I did. That's what I went to school for. That's what my degree was in, and that's what my certification was in. I used to have MLT ASCP at the end of my name. So I don't talk about that a whole lot because I haven't done it in a very long time. But listening to this video that where she was talking about this, I was like, I have never heard so many wrong things. And I just want to dive into that. And yeah, so I love this comment. Any day that recognizes the spirit of freedom, liberty, and decency is one we should all celebrate. That part right there. Yes. Okay, let's get to the video. Content warning. We're going to talk about blood. We're going to talk about, she's doing a coffee enema live. If that's something that you're like, nope. I can't remember if there's anything else. I will do my best to warn you ahead of time. I have watched this before on its own, but also on DC's channel. She live streamed it, and yeah, so Schitt's Creek moment. Yeah. Also, welcome Annie Lucky 73. So glad that you're here. I appreciate this. Yeah, she did it live. Okay, let's go.
Good morning. Good morning. No, hey, what's up, guys? Hello, everybody. It's Jessie Lee. You can call me Boss Lee or the People's Mentor. And it is 6 o'clock in the morning here on a Thursday in Germany. And I'm just here doing my coffee enema of the morning. About to go to my doctor's appointment, get a bunch of infusions. I have 4 infusions today, so 4 infusions. Well, I mean, whatever. They're amazing. I'll probably sleep like a baby on the plane back to America. Because sometimes infusions sort of take it out of you. And I'm not sure what I'm getting infused today, or I'll tell you guys. But I realized I haven't really.
Angela wants to see my cup. I wish I could credit the creator of this. I found her on TikTok, and I can't remember who it was. Also, Stephanie Ostrom, thank you so much for the super chat. I missed that. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Here we go. God.
I've been come live on Facebook a lot this trip. I've gone live on Instagram a couple times, and I guess maybe I went live on Facebook one time. I don't know, whatever. But it's my last coffee enema until I get back to Miami. Then I gotta make the coffee all over again. Oh shoot, I ran out of coffee.
Her cough continues to worry me. I don't know about you guys. Actually, I know you because I've seen you guys comment about it. I just think that it's not a good situation, in my opinion.
I'm going to have somebody in Miami make me some organic brew for my bum. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a really good 2 weeks here so far. I'll be back on the 3rd of July. And, you know, basically planning on staying for at least a month. I was introduced to a
Squid, thank you for this. Major content warning for blood, needles, visible bruises, injuries. She does show her, I think she shows her like the puncture wounds from 18 gauge needles. I believe she does. That could be triggering for people. So Squid, thank you for that. I appreciate you so much.
Page for people who have big dogs that they want to charter privately. And so that's going to save me a lot of money if you happen to watch my TikTok. And I'm so thankful that I'm a network that found me that page. But I'm a little, you know, I'm still nervous about it, but whatever, getting my dogs over here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Got to make sure that they're properly, you know, taken care of to get over here. But anyway, yeah. What time is it where you are? I know some of you are in the States for sure. And it's like midnight or 11 o'clock or something like that, or 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever, 6 o'clock in Hawaii. So you can ask questions. This is a really good way for me to, you know, what can I say? Distract myself. Hi, Diane. I miss you too. Can't wait to get home and do my, my Jessie Liz Joyful Juicing Kitchens. Love you too, Rod. So for treatment, yeah, it's so funny because I try to make social media updates and I forget that, like, some of you maybe only follow, I don't forget, but some of you maybe only follow me here. Some of you maybe only follow me on.
Oops, I pinned the wrong comment. Is she moving to Germany? She does address this, just like the comment that I accidentally pinned. She does talk about this later on in the video.
I almost said MySpace, Instagram. Some of you maybe only follow me on TikTok. Obviously not you guys, but I gave a TikTok update about this. My doctor just was like, "You're putting way too much stress on. You love work too much." I'm like, "I'm hardly working." He's like, "No, for you, you're hardly working. The amount of work you're still doing, people that are healing from cancer don't need to be doing." I'm like,
hold on. I think I may have paused this too early. Hold on.
Like what? Why am I still coughing? Because
okay, here's the thing about this is she prides herself on adding and multiplying work. And I know that she has said this on other live videos, and it's a phrase that she has used a lot. She just took this VP role of a department at Pruvit. I have some very strong opinions about why they are doing that, and I've said it in other videos, and I will say it here again. In my opinion, based on what is being shared with us from Jessie Lee's live videos, and again, this is not what I want. I want her to beat cancer. Let me just be very, very clear. This is not comfortable to talk about for me, considering I have history with her. This is not something that I enjoy talking about. However, I think that it's important because we have to battle the misinformation and the fear mongering that is being spread. And that is the reason that I continue to talk about this, because I'm hoping that using my platforms that I can counteract, hopefully, in some small way, people taking her advice and not listening to their medical team. That is the reason that I cover this. Okay. In my opinion, the reason that I think Pruvit has made her the VP of the department, and is also, I believe she said that they were going to have her opening other countries in Europe, is because they want her following, in a sense. I feel like it's a marketing move. I think they want her information. And in my opinion, I think Pruvit knows more than what they are leading on. And when I say that, I mean specifically around the contents of ketones, which is why I'm having them tested for heavy metals so that I can get some information to share with everybody. I did message the lab today, so hopefully I will hear back from them tomorrow on exactly how they want me to package this, how I can pay for all of this. Thank you to everybody that has participated in the fundraiser. It is making a huge difference, and I will be sending 3 different products just so you guys know what's going on. I think that they are taking every ounce of time and energy and information that they can get from her until she's no longer here. That's weird for me to say that, but that's what I think. That's my opinion. I'm not stating that as a fact. And again, I'm going to say it over and over again. That's not what I want. I do not want her to not be here anymore. I want her to beat cancer. Okay. I know you guys get it, but this is not easy for any content creator to be talking about this stuff. And I just don't want somebody to take her advice instead of getting evidence-based treatment and listening to their doctors. That is why I'm here talking about this. Okay. I'm going to play the video now.
Because my heart is super inflamed. Although I have to take a pee test today and another blood test today. He just wants to check that it's not a bacterial infection as well, because it's been like 6 weeks. So
I believe she's talking about an infection in her heart. So that could be pericarditis. That is very dangerous. I will just say that.
So, yeah, the cough drives me crazy. If I take a really deep breath, I'm done. Like, I get into a coughing fit. So, your juicer arrived. Yay! Oh, guys, I'm so excited. In code Pure Jessie does work now, by the way, at least to redirect or whatever. I think you'll always get the 15% off if you follow my juicer link. So,
I think that this is a valid question. There's a lot of things that you can tell from a urine sample. You can tell if there's bacteria in the urine. A lot of us probably know that's how they test if you have like a UTI. You can also tell if there's protein in the urine. You can tell if there's blood in the urine. There's all kinds of tests that you can get. Well, you can get information from the urine. So yeah, that's why, probably, more than likely.
God, you're gonna love it. I'm so happy. I'm a little nervous actually. So with the juicer, I've never made like an all green juice, with kales and all these things. Because it's
Savannah.
intimidating.
Hello, friend. Did you get the message from JJ this weekend? I know you were probably living your life, and I love that. But if you have not, check your messages. Okay.
Dating, but that's what I have to drink now. I can't do.
Also, I'm not sure when she posted this video. She was still in Germany, so several days ago.
My carroty juice. So those of you that can do carrot juice, do it. I love it so much, and it tastes so good. That carrot lime juice I made with the pure juice that one time. Oh my god. Anyway, so that's kind of all the cough is, by the way. But I was told it's a heart thing. It's not necessary. I mean, whatever. We're gonna find out exactly what it is. I'm not worried about it.
I mean, you should be worried about it, in my opinion. And also, let me say that it's okay to be worried about something. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to have a bad day, a mental health bad day. This is all normal. It's all a part of the human experience. You're allowed to feel all kinds of emotions and just experience the human experience. This toxic positivity of always being okay. I'm not worried about it. Everything's good. Sure, be positive, but also allow yourself to feel things. Allow yourself to go through the hard stuff and just experience it. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to hold it together all the time. And that's one thing that drives me nuts. And I remember doing the same thing when I was in MLM. Everything's great. Everything's great. Even when I had COVID and I was sick for 6 weeks, I was like, yeah, it's great. And behind the scenes, I was telling my team, guys, I can barely function. I can barely get out of bed. And I was still trying to do 75 hard, which is so stupid and irresponsible and reckless and, dangerous. Ugh. Anyways, let's keep going.
But did you get a little nervous about it? Of course. I am good. I am well. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I
Maybe it
feel
was a text,
great.
Savannah.
I didn't sleep well again. I'll tell you what, I have not slept well since Auschwitz. So I think I need to do like an energy clearing or something. I sit there and I toss and I turn. I wake up in night sweats. I've never been a night sweat person. It's crazy. And I know, I mean, it's got to be why. So, no carrot juice because there's too much sugar in it. And the cancer that decided to reside in me love sugar. Not all cancers do, by the way. This one does, which sucks because I was dreaming of those blue baby Smurfs last night. Am I
Agreed,
feeling okay
Melissa.
aside from the cough? Yes, and thank you for asking. The green juice is your favorite, really? Oh, red beet juice. I was crushing the beet juice. I gotta see what the carb count is in that. You're glad you can laugh at all this. Yeah, I am literally doing an enema, but again, I'm not going to show you my bum. Okay, you're incredible. Thank you, Nanuka. You're inspiring so many people. Thank you. I met with some Polacks when I was in Poland, and one of them said, I realized that I cannot make excuses about anything. If Jessie Lee is going to go live during coffee enemas and answer questions and support all of us still during this whole journey, I was like, oh, that's really sweet. Good morning. Good morning. You look amazing. I know you're tired, but I want to let you know, I want to know, wait, what you want. You can ask anything about Germany. Are you going to Germany for longer times? Yeah, I'm going to end up having to move here for a couple of months. So, processing that is really hard for me. My friend.
Yes, Savannah. Okay, we're going to pause this for a second. About me coming to see you guys in Vegas, I told her if you were for real, I'd do it, but I don't want to invite myself. Savannah, consider this your invitation to come to Vegas. We'll go to Hash House. We'll go to Hash House a go-go because I know you love that. And I don't know, maybe we'll figure out a way to do a live stream or something. I don't know, a video, whatever. We'll figure it out. But that is your official invitation. I think JJ texted you back, maybe not, but yes, absolutely. I would love that. You're welcome. Yeah, yes. I'll text you after this if you want. But yes, come to Vegas. Okay. And let Savannah know in the comments if you think she should come to Vegas while JJ is here as well. A triple threat live. Can you imagine? Right? Okay. All right. Let's keep it going.
House noticed designers who sent that terrible sketch a year ago, and it had already been 6 months. My master bedroom is still not done in Texas. Like, I have a designer that you should never use. Anyway, so very frustrating stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to say this. Imagine facing stage 4 colon cancer, where because it's stage 4, it's metastasized, and caring about your master bedroom being designed. I'm sorry. I would not care. I would not care. Maybe that's just me, but
you'll see me in July. Amazing. I'm guessing you're talking about Palooza. You're glad to see him getting better. Yes, I will fly back from Germany just for Palooza is actually what's going to have to happen. I'm canceling everything else in July, it made me cry a lot yesterday. Looking good. Thank you. Love you too, Angel. Christine, hello. Miss you. See you in a couple weeks. Yay, Candace. Passports for the dogs. Yeah, I heard about the passports for the dogs. They're basically like vaccine passports for your dogs. You don't need them.
Sorry if you can hear my cat. Luna's using the litter box. It is what it is.
For anything, it just kind of makes you travel around easier. But yeah, I'll figure all that out. Those moments in history are so important, but not a good idea at this point because it's so hard to handle emotionally. Yeah, Darlene, Auschwitz, it wrecked me. It completely wrecked me. I'm a badass. Thanks, Jamie. Risotto. Germany is such a great place. Too bad I left some ex-boyfriend bad juju vibes there. Oh, you gotta leave those band vibes all over the world. Yeah, you can ask whatever. Yes. Oh, rotate your phone. Sorry. Good morning from Norway. Hi, I knew you were in Norway. Let's see. Proud of you and everything you're doing. Thank you, Paula. Thanking you in constant prayers. Thank you. So they are doing all your treatments. What is so good? What is adjish? I don't know what that is. But anyway, so I
also this. Yeah, sure seemed like you were wrecked in your selfie while she was at Auschwitz. I am disgusted with her comparison of using COVID and the pandemic and the COVID vaccine and comparing that to the devastation that Jewish people had to face during the Holocaust. Disgusted. To me, that felt just like a publicity stunt because she knew she was going to get some strong reactions. That's just my opinion.
I can kind of show you my, can you see my veins, my poor sweet veins? So this PICC line is actually only being used as in, so I can do infusions through it, so I won't have to be stuck today, which is nice. But these are the holes of 18 gauge needles, if you've never seen them before. So they're really extremely thick. If you look at my wrists, hold on,
they have to be, or they would clot.
Kind of covered at least, good Lord, in case this phone shows you something. So, I don't know if you can see that either, but maybe I should just, whatever. Hopefully you didn't say anything too exciting.
Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream for a second. Just take a second, X out of the comments, like the stream. I appreciate y'all. And thank you, Tanya.
There. But anyhow, I'll have to watch the video back or you'll have to tell me. But anyway, they're painful. So, but I get a needle in each arm and it flows through all, so usually this is my out vein. So the blood is pumping out of this side of my body and back in through this side only after it's completely cleaned. So they do these cycles of cleaning over and over again. And then you see this bag of toxins. You can see heavy metals. You can see, oh, by the way, I have several heavy metals in me. We found out, we got some test results back. Mercury, which is mostly from air conditioning, apparently in the United States. Because I guess you can't avoid it, really, right?
Okay, first of all, let me back up. Let's rewind that for a second. What I was saying, not the video itself. But here's the thing. She just admitted that she has heavy metals in her blood. And I'm getting ready to have the ketones tested for heavy metals. I would love to get my hands on that lab work. Will I ever? Probably not. Probably not. However, what if it okay, I'm just saying this. This is my opinion. I'm not stating it as a fact, okay? But what if she has blood? What if she has lead in her blood? And we know, according to the Behind MLM article and the lawsuit, the state of California settled with Pruvit, that there was, as recent as the beginning of this year, I believe, lead in ketones. Now, if go with me here. If you're consuming a large amount of a product that allegedly has lead in them, y'all see where I'm going with this? Again, I'm not stating it as a fact. I'm just simply asking questions. So we're going to get it. We're going to get them tested. Okay. Also, I don't think there's mercury in the air conditioning. I think that there could be mercury in like switches and things, but I'm not an AC expert. So if you guys have any experience in that area, feel free to drop it in the comments. Also, Google says, thanks, Kay Marie. Google says some AC units have mercury in the thermostats. Not sure how common that is. And usually in thermometers, it doesn't leak unless you break them. Correct. Thank you for that. So I don't understand where the mercury would come from. That's interesting. But I don't think it, unless you have a broken AC thermostat or switches within, I don't know. But again, that's not my area of expertise. So yeah. Also this, totally more logical to believe a conspiracy theory about AC than the lead allegedly being in the ketones you consume every day. That part. Yeah. I know the name of the treatment she's getting. Oh, let's ask my husband. He's a mechanical guy. Babe, is there mercury in the air conditioning units in the United States that you know of? And this is just his opinion.
No.
No.
There is mercury in the thermostats of older homes, but if the mercury was gone, you would replace the thermostat because that's how it works. It has to have mercury in it to work, and it doesn't bypass into the air or anything like that. That's the only thing.
Is if it's older.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Older mercury thermostats haven't been used in many years for HVAC is what Jennifer says.
Yeah.
Okay, babe.
Mercury switch.
Short, simple answer from Mr. Beast Mode. His name's Jerry. And yeah, that's very much how he is. Yeah. So thanks, babe. All right, let's keep it moving.
Was my highest, which, anyway, I don't even eat that much fish. So anyhow, so it's called anusferese. It's not in the United States. And then a bunch of different infusions. So the infusions aren't bad because he's a PICC line. But the anusferese the process itself isn't really painful unless the blood is flowing back in too quickly. Then you'll feel like you have cramps in your wrist, and that's super painful. So yeah, I have to get an X-ray when I get back to the States. I actually have to get a blood transfusion when I get back to the States.
Okay, so let's think about this. And again, I'm going to say this a bunch of times, especially on this live stream, guys. This is just my opinion. So if she has a cough and they're worried about, or they think that it could be in the lungs, let me ask it in a question. Do you think that that's why she needs to have an X-ray, is to see if there's any infiltration to the lungs? Just drop it in the comments. This comment made me laugh. Jerry humbly debunks German snake oil salesman. He really did. Worrying about mercury in fish is like worrying about formaldehyde in apples. You'd have to consume a lot of it for it to be a problem. So my question would be, where are these heavy metals coming from? If we know she lives in a penthouse, so she doesn't have an older AC unit in the penthouse, she's saying that she doesn't consume a lot of fish, which according to that comment I just pinned, you know what I'm saying? So where's the heavy metal coming from? You know?
My red blood cell count is just way too low, so not great. I'm hoping that
Thank you, Pam.
So I know of one person who's definitely a match for my blood. I'd rather take their blood, and then I'm hoping somebody else's as well. They've offered their blood too. I don't just want to go to a blood bank because you don't know what kind of blood you're getting. And I think I'm a believer in like that's energy and stuff. So anyway, don't take the dogs. You're
Ma'am, in my opinion, what you are implying, and from the comments of the video, you are implying that, again, in my opinion, that anybody that got the COVID vaccine does not have pure blood in a sense. Was it stated that way? No. But as I was going through all of the comments of this video on her page, interesting. That's icky. I don't like that. Let's talk about blood banking, okay? Which is the area that I used to work in. And it sounds to me like she thinks, hey, if you have, she has O positive blood. It sounds to me like she is saying, hey, I have O positive blood, you have O positive blood. That means that you can donate your blood. It does not work that way. I know that anybody in the medical field that is watching this is going, oh my God, right? I know you are. There are strict guidelines that you have to follow when it comes to blood banking. There are things that disqualify you from donating blood for a very good reason, and a COVID vaccine is not one of them. Before I get into like the blood banking thing, because yeah, I'm gonna play this a little bit and then we'll come back to it.
Rockstar, thank you. You're such a light. Thank you. Will Ari, well, his name's Aviram, be visiting? Yes, of course. I heard you said something wrecked you. Auschwitz. Auschwitz wrecked me. I'm having my port put in tomorrow. Would a port help you more than a pick? I'm not sure the difference. You know, I'm not totally sure. I'm not doing chemotherapy, so I know that chemo goes through ports. I don't know the difference. I'm not a nurse or a medical professional, so a doctor, whatever. So I'm not entirely sure about that. But we'll see. The PICC line's useful for my at-home IVs, and that's kind of about it. In Germany, they seem to be much better than the places I've been going in America for finding veins. They're also using bigger gauge needles, so I don't know. I'm not a phlebotomist. I don't know.
Let's talk about this because I used to do this. And there are a number of factors that could impact whether you, and trigger warning, content warning, I'm going to talk about needles. So if this is not your jam, just turn the volume down for just a second and I'll wave my hand when I'm like intent, like I'll wave like this when I'm done talking about this, just because I know that some people, this is not their thing. Okay. There's a number of factors that go into whether, I don't even want to say a good blood draw, but I'm going to say a good blood draw. Your hydration levels are important. Genetics, where you're, whether you have super deep veins, superficial veins, small veins, large veins, which is in direct correlation to hydration levels most of the time. So I totally went off on a tangent there, but there are factors that impact that. That being said, every time you go in to have your blood drawn could be a different experience based on hydration levels, based on genetics, based on just how your body is that day. And so to compare, they're better at it in Germany, and it's being done on different days. It's like comparing apples and oranges in a sense. Yeah. Also, comparing a normal blood draw to a plasmapheresis, which I believe is the procedure that she's having done, are two very different things. If you're drawing several tubes of blood, there are many different ways that you can do that. You can use a butterfly needle, which is a very small diameter needle, depending on where you're drawing blood. But with plasmapheresis, I believe they use like an 18 gauge needle. And the reason that they do that is because of the amount of blood that's coming through that. They, in my opinion, don't want that to obviously clot. So that's typically why you would use smaller versus bigger needles. If you're using a smaller diameter needle like a butterfly, you're more susceptible to clotting if you're drawing larger quantities of blood. I hope that makes sense. Just my opinion. Oh, okay. My phlebotomist loves my veins because I'm always super well hydrated, never has a problem drawing my blood. The vampire. Yeah. Yeah, see here, perfect example of somebody that donates blood frequently. Each time is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some days I've had hot towels to bring the veins up. Some days not. Yeah, every situation is different. Every time is different. And then every phlebotomist is different too. So you're trying to make this comparison like everything's the same. And there are so many variables that you can't really say, oh, they're better at it here than they are here. So, okay, let me wave so that we can move on. Okay. All right, here we go. I love all these comments. You guys are amazing. Katie.
Hope that helps or if that hurts. Let's see. Is your man coming to see you? I'm going to see my man today. I can't wait. Is it the mirror? That's not a mirror. Oh, that is a mirror behind me. But like my butt's all the way down here, so I'll be okay. And the legend will be healthy in the end after all this. Exactly. Is it kind of like dialysis? I don't know enough about dialysis to answer that question. I'm sorry. Random question. By the way, how long has this live been? Can somebody tell me? Random question. How do you not lose those earrings? I'd be so afraid to lose them. I would be terrified to lose them if they did not have screwbacks. They have screwbacks, and I check them multiple times a day because I've always lost nice jewelry. And these are, wow, yes, diamonds are expensive. 6:14 o'clock there. Yeah, 6:18 here. Maybe you're in Hawaii though, Linda. I don't know. Maybe you're in 6:14 p.m. My blood type is O positive because I'm always positive. The promoter for Pruvit, you sign up under Just Quit. I was told I'll roll up to. Hell yeah. Right now I'm just a customer, might be doing the biz in the future. How does that work? First of all, cause for celebration, Rose. Because I'm the Western Wall. I'm not going anywhere. This is actually very exciting. The timing in Pruvit is ridiculous. In case you guys know this, I became vice.
Yeah, let's talk about the timing of Pruvit and what's going on. Well, first of all, and I will put the links to these articles in the video description after the live stream. Also, shout out to the replay crew because I don't think I gave that shout out at the beginning. Okay, so Behind MLM has put out 2 articles. One is about the lawsuit, and it's what I did my last live stream on, but in case you haven't watched that, Michael Rutherford, who is one of the first promoters in Pruvit, one of the top leaders in Pruvit, who has been connected to Brian Underwood in several other, I'm going to say the word scam because some of them have been shut down for being a pyramid scheme. And again, that's my opinion. He is suing Pruvit for withholding his pay. The reason it sounds like that Pruvit was withholding his pay is because Brian Underwood said, hey, I'm having a dispute with Michael Rutherford, and they freezed his funds, his commission, if you will. They went to court, and it sounds like he was paid 50% or was going to be paid 50% of that. The weird part about this, you guys, is the fact that the weird part is allegedly Brian Underwood had some sort of a verbal contract, it sounds like, according to the article, with Michael Rutherford that Michael would pay Brian 50% of his downline commission moving forward from the start of Pruvit, which was around July, August 2015, somewhere in there. And it sounded to me like Brian was trying to get this down on paper, this deal that sounded to be verbal prior to this. And Michael Rutherford said, absolutely not. He stopped paying him in May of 2022, I believe. And now here we are with this lawsuit. Brian is saying, hey, I'm also a plaintiff in this case. This has nothing to do with Pruvit. Pruvit's holding the funds. And he's saying this money is owed to me because Michael Rutherford had a deal with me that he would pay me 50%, but he hasn't been paying me since May of 2022. So there's that. The other thing that I have found out since the last live stream, is allegedly not only is Brian Underwood the CEO of Pruvit, meaning he gets a salary, although the C-suite salaries are frozen right now, it sounds like. In my opinion, it's because I think they're trying to go public. I think financially this company is hurting a lot more than they're leading on. And so they're trying to go public. And so all of the C-suite salaries have been frozen. So I think Brian is needing that money, it sounds like, because salaries are frozen. Anyways, he's not only the CEO receiving a salary from Pruvit, he also had this deal with, it sounds like, with Michael Underwood, or Michael Underwood? What in the world? Michael Rutherford, saying, hey, just, pay me 50% of your downline commission. And in return, I'm going to market you. I'm going to promote you, meaning like, this is who you should sign up under kind of thing, that kind of promotion, not like promote through the ranks. That's what it sounds like to me. And also, I'm going to make you kind of how I read it, how I interpreted it was the face of Pruvit. And Michael Rutherford used to do a lot of training. He definitely was the guy on stage, those types of things. And so Brian was like, it sounds like, in return for me marketing you and sending leads your way for people to sign up with you, you just pay me 50%. There was no end date from the sounds of it. And yeah, so CEO pay, this deal with Michael Rutherford, allegedly. Also, how many other deals are out there? How many other commission checks does Brian Underwood have his greedy little hands on, in my opinion? But he also allegedly has a distributor position in Pruvit as well. Gross. So there's that. Also, there's another article that was recently put out again on the behindmlm.com website. And it is titled Pruvit Sued for Use of Petrochemical Derived Flavoring. I could do a whole nother video on this alone, because when I started in Pruvit in 2017, they used to say, you know, these are all natural and the coloring and flavoring is from vegetables. And recently, and when I say recently, I want to say in the last 2 to 3 years, they changed to using dyes. So you're going to see some of their top people, and I can tell you exactly, Kelsey Ray is one of them. I have not featured her on my channel, but I'm going to very soon. In one of her recent videos, she talks about how the flavoring and the coloring is all natural. It's actually not. It's from red dyes and artificial dyes, if you will. And the flavoring, according to this article, and I'm going to read it to you just really quickly because it's a short one, and then I'll provide the link in the video description afterwards. A June 5th of this year, like, 12 days ago, a class action lawsuit was filed in California, alleges Pruvit uses a flavoring derived from petrochemicals. I'm sorry, what? This is a problem because Pruvit claims its products contain no artificial flavors. Plaintiff Deanna Lozano, and I hope I pronounced that name right, cites herself as a healthcare administrator and amateur athlete who consumes only natural ingredients and avoids artificial flavors and ingredients. Lozano claims she bought a pouch of Keto OS Nat from Pruvit's website on April 4th, 2023. The front label or principal display panel of the products, both the box and the individually wrapped items contained therein, prominently state they contain no artificial flavors. These natural flavoring claims are false. The products are flavored using an artificial flavoring, D-L-malic acid, that is derived from petrochemicals. Specific flavors of Keto OS Nat, Lozano cites as containing D-L-malic acid are Maui Punch, Heart Tart, Blueberry Acai, Hibiscus Lemonade, and Berry Blue. While there is an extremely expensive, naturally occurring form of malic acid, Lozano claims results from a third-party laboratory, I like her style, confirmed Pruvit's malic acid was synthetic. This type of malic acid is manufactured in petrochemical plants from benzene or butane components of gasoline and lighter fluid, respectively. Through a series of chemical reactions, some of which involve highly toxic chemical precursors and byproducts. Summing up her lawsuit, Lozano states Pruvit uses the petrochemical-derived D-L-malic acid in its products to create a sweet and tart flavor, but pretends otherwise, conflating natural and artificial flavorings, misbranding the products, and deceiving customers. Lozano alleges Pruvit's inaccurate labeling constitutes a violation of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, California's Sherman Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Law, and they give the code, incorporates all food flavoring and additive regulations of the FDCA. Pruvit and parent company Liquor Enterprises are based out of Texas. Lozano seeks to represent class members who have also purchased Pruvit products containing D-L-malic acid. So if you are drinking these products, I highly suggest you get in contact with this class action lawsuit. All class members suffered similar economic injury due to defendants' misrepresentations, and plaintiff seeks the same relief as the class members. Across 8 counts, Lozano has sued Pruvit for violating the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act, violating the California Business and Professions Code, violating the California Consumer Legal Remedies Act, unjust enrichment, and breach of express warranty. An injunction, damages, and disgorgement or restitution are being sought. Following a waiver of service on June 12th, Pruvit Pruvit has until August 7th to file a response. This isn't the first time Pruvit has run into problems with its ingredients in California. Back in 2020, Environmental, or the ERC, a nonprofit corporation, sued Pruvit over the use of lead in its products. The case was resolved via a $400,000 consent judgment reached in December of 2021. A number of Liqueur Enterprises companies' products have been found to contain lead, prompting Behind MLM to ask whether Liqueur Enterprises had a lead contamination problem earlier this year. Okay, so that's the article. I'll put all of those links in the video description so you guys can check them out. I find it very interesting. I also find it very alarming that people are still continuing to drink these products. That's just my personal opinion, based on what I just read, based on the lawsuits, based on this class action lawsuit. Yeah. So thank you for this, Ruby. I appreciate you. When it rains, it pours. Yeah. Thank you, Anne. Very interesting. I guarantee that JLW isn't drinking the ketones anymore. I bet she is stalking your channel to see the lab results on the Pruvit products, and I hope she does. I hope she does. If these products come back and they have heavy metals in them, I will gladly share that information with her. Gladly. Because that's information that needs to get out, right? So, all right, anyways, let's get back to the video. I think she does bring up blood products here or blood type, and I can talk about like blood products and how that process works. So yeah.
Precedent. All kinds of good stuff has always been on its way, but wow. I'm
pausing this again. Sorry. I contacted the lab today to find out what I need to do, how I need to send it, how I can pay for it. They're probably closed today in honor of Juneteenth, as they should. And, so hopefully I'll be hearing back from them in the next couple days. I will get everything packaged out, and I am going to update everybody in my Instagram stories and also under community posts. So if you're not already subscribed, not already following me on Instagram, highly suggest that you do so that you can be in the know with what's going on.
I helped with 2 consistency bonuses last year, so our comp plan got better last year. Got better last year, and we'll see. We'll just keep rocking and rolling with that. But Rose, if you want to DM me, and then I'll DM you right back. That would probably be the best way to get this party started. And then let's go. So, but that's true as long as that person's account, because just so you guys know, I could immediately have people terminated, right? Like if they've gone to other companies, if they're doing something shady. It's just not my style.
Right.
I'm actually a believer in...
No, your style is just to ban people from the groups because they're not as active or they're not doing what you want them to do. Your style is just to ban them from the empire as a whole while you still collect the check. That's your style.
Unless you do something vicious, which I don't know who you're talking about because nobody's done anything vicious. A couple people randomly blocked me last week, and so I knew they were quitting. But because people...
Jessie Lee, a word? I thought people didn't leave your team. I thought people didn't leave where they're loved. That quote that you say all the time is hanging up in the corporate office. I thought people didn't leave. But 2 people last week alone left, right?
People are too scared to have adult conversations, which is funny enough. But nobody had an adult conversation, by the way.
Also that.
I had a couple texts that were like, by the way, I'm moving on. Just 2 texts, literally a couple. I'll never be the person who reports you unless you do something crazy and vicious. Like, I'll never be the person who, takes away, even if it's $50 from your family each month. And the reason I feel like that is because my concept of network marketing and direct sales is when you build it, you should be paid on it. And so unless you go...
Oh, so is this just using the Michael Rutherford, Brian Underwood thing? So you think from this statement, she didn't say this, this is my opinion here. So because Brian allegedly helped Michael Rutherford build his downline, that he should be entitled to that? That thought process makes no sense to me.
Crazy. maybe cross recruiting, maybe slandering the team, the company, me. Unless you do something vile, like I'm gonna let you keep getting your money. I'm gonna let you get paid. It just feels like the right thing to do. So, and at the end of the day, I know who I am, and I know what my character is, and I know, I remember what it was like when I went and I joined an MLM, and I was making, I don't know, 12 grand a month in direct sales. This is 2015. And the company found out, and because it was in policies and procedures, you couldn't be in direct sales and network marketing, they terminated me, and I didn't get my last check, which, like I said, whatever, 12,000, 15,000, whatever it was, dollars. And I remember thinking, like, I have worked 5 years for that check. And it put it put a nasty taste in my mouth. I didn't feel bad about my upline in that situation. I just felt like, really?
I have so much to say about this, you guys. I have so much to say. So in 2015, she was a part of Pure Romance, which is a multi-level marketing company. Even though they've gone to omni marketing, it's still multi-level marketing. They're just trying to come up with as much money as possible while still pushing them to recruit and only rewarding them for recruiting for their first year. It makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, I've done a live stream on that. Chris, the CEO of Pure Romance, has since deleted the video that he tried to do unlisted. We got our hands on it. When I say we, I mean the anti-MLM movement, and debunked everything that he was saying. So he has since deleted that. Anyways, she was a part of Pure Romance in 2015. And what she's talking about is when she was sharing coupon codes for protein. Do y'all remember that? She said multiple times on her live video, I should go back and try to find it, but she said that she was terminated because she was sharing a coupon code. Now, my question is, did Pure Romance terminate her because instead of being a customer that was sharing a $10 off coupon with Modere for protein, was she actually a distributor in the company? And that's how they were able to terminate her. Because the way that this was all spun in this time frame was that she was sharing a coupon code as a customer. But if she were sharing a coupon code as a customer, that's going to be different than if she were a distributor. So I just have questions, because that seems a little different. I mean, we know that MLM companies can basically do whatever they want. We know that CEOs of MLM companies can pretty much do whatever they want. We see it time and time again. But I just think that that's suspicious. That's very interesting. Oh, do tell, Auntie Lushy. Also, you should go follow Auntie Lushy. She's amazing. Also, what Charlene said, direct sales and network marketing are the same thing. It's just them trying to make their companies stand out and be different. And they're all multi-level marketing companies. Same as social retail, omni-channel. Come on, Chris, that's embarrassing.
So I don't know. So I always wish people well. If anyone ever quits the team, just have a conversation. Like, I probably am scary, but I'm not a scary person. You're not. So anyway, Rose, feel free to reach out. Praying for me.
I find it really interesting because she did message me. She sent me a text. I want to say that was 2 years ago. Maybe it was last summer, last fall. I don't remember. But when there was a team member that passed away from, I believe, COVID, she sent me a text message. And here's the thing. People aren't required to have a conversation with you if they decide to leave multi-level marketing. You're not their boss. So if somebody decides to go to a different company, if somebody decides to get out altogether, they're not obligated to have a conversation with you. Like, you're not their employee or your employer, excuse me. They are not your employee. It's weird.
Thank you. You have A- blood. Do you have an idea of why you have low red blood cell count? Super common with cancer. Hey, Ashley, by the way. Really common. Also, each time that I get the flush, I lose a little bit of blood. So the volume of my blood is going down.
Hold on. I'm reading Auntie Lushy's comment. My last retreat with Pure Romance, somebody had left our team for Modere and thought it was appropriate to put all of their new products on her nightstand. Oh, the Modere products? Well, that's interesting. Multi-level malarkey. Malarkey makes me think of Firefly Lane. Have you guys watched that show? Oh my God, the last season. Oh, have y'all watched that on Netflix if you have it? It's a great show. Highly suggest it. Okay.
I need O positive. Well, I don't know. I'm O positive blood. Low red blood cell count will make you tired. Sure, I don't feel tired. It's been 11 minutes, which means now it's probably been 15, so I can stop my enema.
Hold on. My husband sent me a text. Okay, babe. Have fun. I want to talk about blood banking now because she's talking about her O positive blood. Okay. This is the area of the lab, just like I said earlier in this video, that made sense to me in school. It just clicked. It made sense. It was something that I enjoyed doing. It also is the only area of the lab that you can be sued. Why? Because if you're doing what's called a cross match and you don't identify a potential reaction and that person is transfused and they have a transfusion reaction, they're going to go through all of the paperwork and you could be sued personally in the lab. Okay. Here's how this works. And I know that a lot of you probably know this, some of you don't. And so this is something I used to do, and I want to share a little bit of knowledge in this area because it's what I used to do. And so your red blood cells, if you are, let's say you're a type A, you have antigens and you have antibodies. Antigens are kind of not coating the cell, but kind of around the cell. And the antigens are what react with the antibodies in the blood. So if you're a type A blood, you have A antigens on your red blood cells, and they would react with the same. They would react with the antibodies. Okay. So if you're type A, I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to describe this. If you're a type A blood, you are going to have anti-A and anti-B antibodies to protect the red blood cells. The antibodies, if you were to be given type B blood, it would cause a reaction. Does that make sense to you guys? I know I'm trying to keep this really simple. If you're a type O, you don't have any antigens on your cell. Okay. So she's trying to make this seem like, oh, you're O positive, I'm O positive. So therefore you can donate your blood because I know you didn't get the COVID vaccine, in my opinion. And so that makes it safe. I know where this blood is coming from, but it's much deeper than that. What you do is when you are having a cross match done, whether you are going into a surgery and your surgeon says, hey, you might need some blood products. So it would be a good idea for you to ahead of time donate some units of blood for yourself. Or if you're, God forbid, in an emergency situation where you require blood products like, blood transfusions like she's talking about, or platelets, if your platelets are super low, those types of things, they would do a cross match. And when I say they, I mean lab professionals. So they would take your blood, they would identify what type it is, they would identify any antibodies that could cause transfusion reactions, which are super dangerous. Yeah. And they would also make sure that it's compatible. So they would check your blood type, they would check the unit of blood, they would cross match them to make sure, one, it's the same blood type, and two, that there's no antibodies that are going to cause a transfusion reaction. That's how in depth this is. They're trying to create little reactions, if you will, to make sure that this blood product is safe for you in this situation. And the only universal donor is O negative. And the reason that O negative, because you have the little positive or negative, that's called the RH factor. That's why it's important if you are a person that is pregnant, if you are RH negative and you have a baby that is RH positive, that's why they give you certain things while you're pregnant to prevent your body from attacking the baby that has a different Rh factor. I know I'm kind of going a little bit into depth with that, but it's a lot more in depth than what she's talking about. Just because she has a friend that is also the same type of, same blood type, does not mean that that person can donate blood, because there's reactions that could happen. Cross-matching is really important. It is a big, big thing in the lab. It's what keeps everybody safe. And the only universal donor is O negative blood, which is also, it's pretty rare. It's not the most common. O positive is very common. O negative is super rare. So in an emergency situation, if this person, content warning, I should have said this minutes ago, but I'm talking about blood products, transfusions. I apologize, guys. If somebody needs blood and they don't have time because it's such an emergency situation and they don't have time to cross-match this person, this is obviously a trauma situation, they're going to give them O negative blood, because they know that there's no antigen on the red blood cells and there's no antibodies as far as the Rh factor, if you will. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, the friend may have antibodies. Yeah, if you are O negative, I highly suggest, if you are willing and able to go and donate blood, highly suggest. Highly, highly suggest. I know not everybody can donate blood. Yeah, a bunch of O negative people in here. I love that. If you have O negative blood, highly suggest. Yeah, AB negative is also very rare. Yeah. Oh, Erin, I think you explained it much better than the teachers in school where I flunked biology, LOL. Yeah, this was just the part of the lab that I was like, oh my God, I could sit here and cross match my entire shift. I could sit here and do all of this. And there's an old school way of identifying different antibodies. There's some antibodies that only react in cold. There's some that react in warm. There's some that it's just, it made sense to me. And so when I'm listening to her share this misinformation, like, oh, you're O positive. Oh, you're O positive. Yeah, sure, you can donate blood. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. It's a much more in-depth thing. And her sharing it like this and pairing it with, oh, well, you didn't have the COVID vaccine, even though she's not really saying that, but she's kind of saying that. I think it's very dangerous. So anyways, let's continue.
At any time. Thank you. Your best friend's grandfather had a rare blood cancer they couldn't treat. Long story short, long story short, they were.
I did that once when I worked in this little tiny lab in a little tiny city in New Mexico. And I was still actually a student. I think I was still a student. I was in my last semester and I was working the night shift, and I got a hit on an antibody, and I was like, I want to try and identify it. Remember the squares that you, yeah. If you've ever worked in the lab, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to all the lab professionals. You guys are amazing.
Calling hospice on Saturday. A pastor prayed for him. He said, I'm going fishing, not dying. He went to the doctor on Monday, had a clean bill of health with absolutely no sign of cancer in his body. I love it. Man, God's moving. God's making miracles happen. Ooh, I'll take one of those. Netherlands is here. Let's go. Best tip for expanding network.
When it squares.
Social media. Join the Imbosslee Accelerator. Are you keeping your team as well? Yes, Kish. Yes, it's an addition, not a subtraction. I add and I multiply and go to the square and cubed root or whatever.
You know what you should be doing that your doctor just told you you should be doing? You should be subtracting. You should be doing nothing but focusing on healing. You shouldn't be doing any of this stuff because that's what your doctor, I'm using the term loosely because I'm not really sure who her doctor is. Doctor, in Germany.
I don't divide or subtract. Congrats on VP. Thank you. You're O positive. You know what? I'm so thankful. I used to donate blood all the time, way before this. Starting when I was 16 in high school.
Really, that's interesting because the legal age to donate blood in the state of Maryland is actually 17. So maybe she's just getting her age Incorrect. I mean, benefit of the doubt, I guess, but it's actually illegal if you're 16. You've got to be 17 or older in order to donate blood in the state of Maryland. So that's weird.
When I started donating blood, I'm so thankful. You know, they would say things like, you never know when you're going to need blood. It's the one resource they can't make. Here I am. I need blood.
I love
Morning
that.
from UK. See you on Silver tomorrow. Can't wait. You're O positive also. Can't wait to see you at the end of July. Let's go.
The amount of people in her comment section that were like, hey, I'll donate my blood to you. I'm also O positive. If you need me, just message me. It's like, so it was okay when she was in high school to donate blood. That was okay. But now, because she needs it, now all of a sudden she doesn't trust blood banks. It makes no sense at all.
I'm a customer of yours. I just saw some kind of link to share. What is it? How does that work? I just want to stay a customer. I saw it, didn't know what it was. Yeah, Mindy, and anybody else who's a customer of mine, you have a coupon code that you can share to anybody and save them money, and you get credit for it. So you can actually shop. So we have a VIP program that's awesome. You can keep gathering.
The VIP program is not awesome because if I remember correctly, you have to spend like 10 times the credit. Maybe if you guys want me to do a video on their VIP program with Pruvit, let me know in the comments. I absolutely would love to cover it. But the exchange of you have these customers that are sharing the code and then how you cash in is nowhere near equivalent. It's crazy. So if you guys want me to cover that, I don't think I have done one on their new VIP program. I have a couple of videos saved. But I will if you guys want me to, because it's, in my opinion, it's shady.
Points, and every time you shop, every time you log in from your own purchases and also from the purchases of other people, you keep accumulating points and your product costs less and less and less and less and less and less and less. So anytime you place an order too, it accumulates and discounts your orders. You don't even have to share it with anybody. Your medical story to this point is so mind-blowing. We'll be writing a book for sure. You love me. I love you, Kristen. I was thinking of messaging you yesterday, and I saw this addiction thing that was unbelievable the other day, and I meant to send it to you. I got distracted, but I freaking love you. We do not have an exclusivity policy except for other network marketing companies, but either way, nobody's like...
Jessie Lee, just listen to what you just said. We do not have an exclusivity, I think that's what she said, policy except other network marketing companies. So you do have one in Pruvit. I should actually look because I have their policies actually. I was looking at them the other day because of a conversation I was having. And I just wonder. I'll look this up later, actually, because I do want to go through this. We'll see. Maybe I'll make a TikTok on it. We shall see. Also, look, can we take a bathroom break real quick? Grab some water, grab a snack. Use the facilities if you need to. I need to use the facilities, so I'm going to pause this real quick, and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I hope that you grabbed a snack. I hope you grabbed something to drink. If you've not had any water today, maybe drink some water because I just care. And yeah. All right, let's go.
Literally, that's my kind of my point. Like you give me the affiliate for a million things. You are only going to get found if somebody turns you in. You know what I mean? So I'm not
Being an affiliate for a million things is not another multi-level marketing company. So weird comparison.
going to be the person that turns people in. Not going to be the person that turns people in. What's the difference between direct sales and MLM? I gotta wrap this up pretty soon. I feel my butt. My intestines, not my butt. Way too long comment for where my butt is right now. But basically, direct sales is a lot more commission based on just the sales instead of getting paid commissions on what you sell and a very large residual team. Love you, Jen Manning. Let's see. But yes, you could be in another company and doing something completely unrelated and still promote Pruvit. You're not giving.
I thought we were totally going to see her, but I'm glad that we didn't. I forgot about this part where she changes angles. Yikes. Okay.
Up, just have to get up your game and things are quiet. Love it. Accelerator, yes, link in the bio. You join my coaching program. Looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to also God's handing out miracles. Yes, I'll take mine. Positive outlook is truly inspiring. Thank you. Take necessary time to heal. I will. Thank you. My goal is to get coached by you. I won't let you. 5-year stage 4 lung cancer warrior. Let's go, Ashley. You have to pack your suitcase. Stephen Graves. My suitcase is packed. The coffee's in my bum. I'm running downstairs to eat some poached eggs, and then I'm gonna be back up. I'll be on time. And I know you are a timely man. So I mean, I literally even have. Hold on. My book bag is even packed, Stephen Graves. Okay. Look, even the cord is wrapped and everything. All right.
Getting nervous.
Your son is watching with you. He just said he's gonna keep you in his prayers. Pasha Carter, you raise amazing children. You have O positive too. If you need me, contact me. Thank you. Tried the 12 and I'm at 12 minutes so I can muster. Let's go. Have you found anyone to do your documentary? Yes. You have O negative and no vaccine. Appreciate that. I'll contact y'all for your blood.
O negative blood, no vaccine. Great. I'll contact you if I need blood. Well, if that's not saying the quiet parts out loud, I don't know what is. That's yucky.
Are you able to BP to add on other wellness vitamins and natural resources?
This comment. Oh my God. Poached eggs, huh? My favorite vegan dish. Oh, yeah. I thought she was vegan. Well, she was supposed to be keto vegan, I think is the last that I heard, but now she's eating eggs. So.
Potentially, you can message me. Best recruiting tip, consistency. I recruit as much as I do because it's been 12 years of consistency and people know I'm not going anywhere. And they see how I work and they see that I innovate and they see what's happening. Yes, that's why. People have watched me for so long and they go, that girl does what she says she's going to do. I think that's when I started donating too. Jen Parker says, when I was in high school, we got extra credit for a class to give blood. So just about everybody jumped on. That's how I found out I was O positive. Y'all would donate blood for me? Oh my God, I love you. It's kind of like being a promoter, but being a customer. Yep. The queen is on so late, so early, 6:25 a.m. Prayers for you. Thank you, Virginia. Where's your energy coming from? I need it. Girl, I love you. I don't know. God. Watching this, you realize you don't know your blood type.
God, you say? I thought that ketones gave you energy. Are they not working? Are you not drinking them? Although I think you are, because pretty sure she put them in her stories today at some point. Also, this is why we don't listen to acupuncturists for diet advice, and whether or not, I'm going to add on to this, Desiree, whether or not we should be doing chemotherapy if facing stage 4 cancer of any kind. This is why we don't listen to them.
Okay, I think you can find out pretty easily. O positive here, you feel like mosquitoes love us more. I had a dream. I was in South Carolina last night visiting Kelsey and Amber and Lindy and all these shenanigators, Heather, blah, blah, blah. And I got bit by mosquitoes. So it's funny you say that. You're incredible. Thank you. You guys are O positive. Also, God is working miracles. I don't even need to, but I have to get this enema out of me because I have to go eat these eggs, because if not, Dr. Stephen Graves is going to yell at me because I will be late and I need to go eat my
Oh, this is a great question. Aaron, how can one find out their blood type? You can have your doctor request the lab work, and you just go and they'll do a type. They'll do your blood type. They'll put them in little, yeah, I used to do all that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's just a lab test that you can have done if you want to know your blood type. I know what mine is because of being in the military and having babies. Yeah, but yeah, you can request that and have your labs done.
Eggs. I know I was speaking really fast, Joey, but I actually speak more like this. But then if I need to be an auctioneer, I will be an auctioneer. Like, your proof God moves mountains. Let's go. All right. Y'all are amazing. I'm going to get downstairs. The breakfast here is crazy. So good. And I'm thankful because I have, I'm Titanium Elite. I'm working for Ambassador Elite. I'll be Ambassador Elite this year with Marriott. So I get free breakfast, which is 42 euros a day per person. 42 euros, that is over $50 a brekkie. That's crazy. So I'm gonna go get my free poached eggs. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Go do your coffee enemas. I'll get you a link to the supplies you need. All right? Okay. Healthy livers. Ciao, guys.
Oh my God. Healthy livers. Oh. Oh, also, yeah, sorry. If you donate blood, they'll tell you. Yeah. Thank you, Charlene. That was a lot. I haven't talked about lab stuff in a long time, so that was actually pretty cool to be able to talk about it. I mean, I wish it were under different circumstances, obviously, but yeah. I hope you guys are okay. She recently stopped being vegan, but then she was supposed to be vegan keto, so I don't even know. She looks tired, and I hope she gets some rest. I hope she stops working. I hope that it's not too late for chemotherapy for her, although I'm afraid that that could be the case. I'm not stating that as a fact, obviously, but yeah. I appreciate you guys being here. If you have not already liked the stream, whether you are watching live or part of the replay crew, I would love for you to like the stream. Subscribe if you're watching and you're like, man, I wanted to comment. I turned on subscribers mode only because I want to interact with people that have subscribed. It's free. You know? Does that sound weird? I don't know. Yeah. I'm good. I get a lot of messages about, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I get a lot of comments about, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm taking time. I'm allowing myself to feel the emotions as I feel them when it comes to Jessie Lee and what she's doing. And this is somebody I spent time with, and it is a difficult thing to talk about, but I think it's an important thing to talk about because of the misinformation that is being spread. I think that, that needs to be debunked. So yeah, but yes, I am taking care of myself. I'm taking the time when I need it. The cool part about creating content on YouTube is that I get to control what I feel like reacting to. So if I need to take a break, there are plenty of other companies and plenty of other information that you guys send me that I can react and give my commentary on. So, oh, DC is live. Let's go raid her. That sounds really fun. So hang on. Let me do what I need to do here. Give me just 1 second. So that I can do this, and then we will redirect to DC. And then drop a science emoji, if you would, in there, because that would be pretty cool. So if you stay here and you redirect, or if you just go over to her channel, it would be really cool if you would do like a sciencey emoji. That would be cool. Or coffee cups, whatever you want to do. That's cool. And thank you guys for being here and interacting with me. Again, happy Juneteenth to all of the Black community. And if you want more information about that, I'm going to be sharing stuff in my stories because I want to learn more as well. And I think it's important that we talk about it. So I appreciate you guys. Don't join an MLM, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.